All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, and peace and salutations to you sincere Akim there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, doing the will of the Heavenly Father. You know, peace, please, mercy, and blessings to you, brothers. But hey, it's coming up to the end. We're coming up to 2020. You know, Esau's on pace to go ahead and break out a war. They got all kind of shit going on in the Middle East. Things are ramping up. Things are ramping up with other nations. You got tariffs being lifted, tariffs being dropped. Okay, on Russia, China. You know, then they're sending tariffs back. So you got rumors of war, which all wars begin with trade wars. We know that. All wars are bankers' wars. Because ultimately it's about the money. So that's how it goes with Esau. Like going back to the Romans, that's exactly how it was. You had to pay a tribute to Caesar, and then they used that money to keep the army, to keep the Rome was famous for, you know, paving the roads. Rome was famous for that, and it was famous for having a big ass army too, a huge army. But yeah, because another thing Esau did in that army, matter of fact, going to verse 12, jumping down to verse 12 real quick, it said, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. You know, the Romans, they were famous for having that olive wreath on their head. And usually when in the ancient world, when somebody had that on, it meant that they were coming for peace. So, you know, they would ride out with that olive wreath, and then, you know, they'd hop out. You ride toward them, thinking that they're coming peacefully. Then they hop out with swords and cut your fucking head off. All with that olive leaf on their head. Well, at least Caesar, he wore that olive leaf. And but anywho, we're coming up to 2020. You know, if we even get that far, if the RFID, if the chip don't come out by the end of this year, 2019, which is the year of Corona, and it's coming up to pandering season, and the pandering is starting early. Okay, and pandering is talked about in the scriptures. Job 20:10, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. And that's exactly what these Edomites do. You're going to see them come on so-called black, so-called Latino, so-called Native American radio. They're going to go on the Breakfast Club. You know, you know, they got Bernie Sanders in an interview with Cardi B, and all this, you know, this total nonsense and bullshit. Okay, the stripper turned rapper is this. It just goes to show that and that's a so-called Northern Kingdom. You know, that goes to show that those Northern Kingdom, those people, the Northern Kingdom, aka Latino, aka Native American, hey, those are Israelites. Latino, or rather Latino and Native Americans are Israelites. They say it like that. All right, because they're just as ratchet as the Southern Kingdom. They're just as ratchet as Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So-called black people, so-called people from Jamaica and the surrounding islands, and so-called Haitians. And then you have them spread to some of the islands as well. But this is what they say: primary season is here, and Hispandering is back. Yeah, so there's a form of pandering. Because another thing that I see, they try to refer to so-called Latinos as Hispanics, which Hispanic, that means you're from, you know, Hispaniola. That meant that basically you were Esau if you were Hispanic. Okay, you came back to either Spain or Portugal. And just like in just like with the slavery that was with the 13 colonies and the different Americans who were here, in the different Spanish colonies in the Caribbean or in Western North America, the western part of North America, which they did own, being lighter skinned and being, calling yourself Hispanic, it was a social thing, just like having white in your blood amongst so-called black people. And once again, this man is a liar and a devil. And I'm gonna just read a little bit of it, because ultimately that's what these Edomites they do. They do all this wickedness in the dark. They do all this evil, and then they come and they smile in your face, and then they get Roland Martin or one of these sellout passes, and they're dancing around in a circle, or they're trying to do anything that they can to get your vote, and they're not for you. Okay, you have people come up to Bernie Sanders asking about, hey, what's up with the reparations? People come to Kamala Harris, hey, what's up with the reparations? Because that's a big thing too. And Jake is getting fed up with being at the bottom, getting shot down. Even though they don't want to come back to the power, they still are getting fed up because they can, everybody in the world can see how they're doing all the tribes of Israel. Everybody can see it. Okay, it says it's happening again. We have a presidential primary field full of candidates who aren't Latin, trying to demonstrate how down they are with Hispanic and Latin voters. Sheer politicians have to reach out to voters from across the cultural racial spectrum. But if that outreach is all style and little substance, it can come across as what people call Hispandering. Yeah. So basically, these people, they're trying to appeal to the Northern Kingdom, but they don't want to get, they don't want to give them anything either. Okay, it says Hillary Clinton got side-eyed after blasting Jennifer Lopez's "Let's Get Loud" at a campaign stop in San Antonio, where she called herself La Hillary and Through Hillary. Jeb Bush earned an eye roll after debuting a Spanish-language ad celebrating Cinco de Mayo. These people are so lame. These Edomites are so lame. They try to come around and be cool and talk your lingo, and they got all this money, all this power, but their kids, they try to dress like Jake. They want to dance like Jake. They want to rap like Jake. They want to be just like Jake. They want to do all the stuff that Jake does. The verse 11, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. And that's right. The scriptures talk about, the wicked, they speak lies from the womb. That's these Edomites. They come out the womb being liars. They come out the womb. And when you go through certain things in life, it gives you a different, mentality than somebody who has had their feet up the whole time. When you go around these Edomites, you can totally catch their vibe that they've had their feet up. This man is proud, okay. And just like me and the brother was speaking about, when their destruction come, they're gonna bug out of their fucking mind. They're already going crazy now, shooting up the country. It said, verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him. He has poison. His gall is poison. He hath swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. Yep. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. Yeah, he's not going to see the kingdom of heaven. He's not going to see it, even though right now they got their hand over the whole world. They got their hand in everything. But hey, it's everything in the world, including us, we're not at our full potential right now. Okay, because as long as this man is ruling, the scriptures talk about when the wicked is in power, everybody shall mourn. That's basically what everybody's doing. Okay, mental health, that's a big thing, because it's so fucked up that these people have so much, you have so little, and you know you're a fucking hamster in a hamster wheel. So this man got to be punished, man. All this shit about Esau's not the white man and you gotta forgive. Nah. If you say that, that means you don't really know all the shit that they've done. Okay, and this is just jumping over to the Southern Kingdom because they pandered them too. The Democrats need to stop pandering and get on message. Somebody wrote. And you know, all these people that are trying to get the vote, they're trying to get in that hot seat. Hey, and the scriptures talk about the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. So no matter who is the next leader in this country, who is inaugurated next, well, it's still going to be under control of the Most High. But we want it to be Trump because he'll press the button. You know, he's talked about it. You know, he's probably thought about it long and hard too, because he has billions of dollars. You know, he's got billions in the bank. He's got billions of dollars of assets all over this world. So, you know, even he's kind of iffy about it. But hey, if you got to do it, the Most High put that spirit on him to do it. It said, trying to find a good excerpt. You know, 'cause none of these people is really interested. Even the ones who look like us, they're not interested. That's how you know that this place is losing power. You know, these people are being looked at closely under a microscope, evaluated. It's not like 50 years ago with Reagan and Nixon and George H.W. Bush and, you know, these people that come on TV to give you a message and then boom, all you can do is maybe read about them in the article and that's it. No, now everything is under a microscope. That's why the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. We got all these resources to look at these people under a microscope. You know, we got all these things. Senator Elizabeth Warren, this is the one who said she was Native American. And then come to find out she was 0% Native American. Okay, because she had I think they had one Native American woman in her family. The blood should have went to her, right? Nope, because there was no there were no men in her family. There's no seed. She doesn't come from that bloodline, and she had to apologize. And you know, here they go again, pandering again. Now they're pandering to Gad, and you know, Gad is front and center.
That are lost to the Child Welfare Act, and he helps
the United States. How would you enjoin not only yourself, but your administration and your authority to address the missing and murdered Indigenous women in a crisis in the Indian country?
So, thank you for the question. This comes on the day that is 2 years to the day, I believe, that Savannah was taken.
And they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do shit for y'all. Okay, and this is no coincidence, man. The scriptures ring true. I just showed you, got one on Latinos, one on so-called blacks, one on so-called Latinos, one on so-called Native Americans. Okay, they're pandering, they're seeking to please the poor. So, hey, the scriptures, man, it applies to who it applies to. Notice how they're not really pandering to Asians, okay, because they got them on board for the most part. Those people come here, they do business, they can open up businesses, open up shops. Us, the Israelites, were under curses. You know, we came here a different way, or, you know, if they were the Israelites who already were here, they were put in another position. They were put in slavery. They were put in service. Okay, and now somewhere in this video, they talk about Bernie Sanders promised Native American people a seat at the table. And we know, you know, that shit ain't happening. Wickedness is sweet in his mouth, okay? And that goes for all of these people. So, hey, with that being said, you know, this is a short, easy one, straight to the point. You know, and, hey, it's time for Gad and Reuben, man, is slowly but surely they're coming out. Okay, like you got these fires down in the Amazon where they're saying that those actual native Brazilians or whatever tribe they're from, they're actually burning the forest because they're not liking the business that their government is doing. And that's the stuff that's going on with that. You know, the different countries down there which Esau went into and dismantled. Now a lot of them are coming up here. So a lot of those people, you know, Lord willing, this helps every tribe become sealed. I'll put it like that. Lord willing. They have to come up and be sealed some way, shape, or form that they hear the word, they see the word. All right, and hey, it's our job as the prophets, not just Great Millstone, but hey, all the Israelites, to correctly evaluate who's an Israelite. Because you got a lot of our people who they don't even consider Native American and Latino people as Israelites. So, hey, but that just goes to show you who has the truth. So, you know, I'm not gonna make this too long. Oh, here's the comment. I saw Bernie at this forum, and he said he would bring indigenous Native Americans in to have a place at the table. You can't get anything done unless you have a place at the table. That's true. But y'all ain't getting a place at the table. Bernie Sanders is full of shit. This is the guy said he would eliminate all of student debt. He said all kind of shit. He was gonna stop the big banks and, you know, Esau, man. He'll tell you anything to get that power seat. So, hey, call Allah Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, this is edifying. Hey, man, you're not fooling us though. You know, you can seek to please our people all you want. You know, coming out with stupid ass chicken sandwiches and you got our people going crazy. Hey, we want the kingdom. Okay, we want what they say, the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter, and all the different things that are gonna come in the kingdom, the purity. All right, hey, keep pushing, keep fighting. Shalom.